Welcome to today's training, 4 ways to teach yoga online and make money doing it. I think now more than ever, this information is so critical for us to know and learn. And I'm excited to be able to share my knowledge, my tips, and my tricks, and the technology and everything else on ways to teach yoga online and make money. Let's get started. And first, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. So if you don't know me, my name is Ashley. I am the founder and the creator of Ash's Yoga Studio, Ash's Yoga Teacher Training, and Ash's Yoga Academy. So my name is Ashley Hagen. I've been a yoga teacher since 2012 and a yoga practitioner since 2010. And I started because I wanted to use yoga as a way to become a better athlete when I was in college. And I found so much more beyond that. So like I said, I'm a yoga teacher. I do yoga teacher trainings. I host trainings, 200-hour trainings. I'm actually in the middle of one of them right now. We are about a third of the way through and continuing to do our training online, as much as we can anyway. I recently purchased a yoga studio in October 2019. It was a studio I worked at once or twice a week for a year. It decided to close and the opportunity arose. I, in fact, never really thought I would own a yoga studio. It wasn't something in my plan, but it just sort of the opportunity arose. And most importantly, I'm also a mom. All right, so let's talk about who this class is for. So this masterclass, this training is for you if you're a yoga teacher and you want to supplement your income by teaching online. Maybe not even supplement your income. You might have to be replacing your income right now by teaching online. So inside of this class, this course, I'm sharing 4 different ways. Actually, I'll give you a bonus. So 5 different ways to teach yoga online or share yoga online and make money doing it. I'm also sharing my yoga business money map, which is a way to plan out your business. It's a business model that's a little bit more helpful than just flying by the seat of your pants and winging it and hoping for the best, instead of just doing what everyone else is doing, to actually sit back and think about your plan. So I'm sharing with you my plan for your yoga business. So this class is for you if you're a yoga teacher and you love teaching. You know that yoga teaching feels like your chosen career path. It's something that you want to do for the long term. It's not just a little side gig for you. It's something that's deeper than that. It's for you if you want to create additional income and you also want a more simple way to earn money. It's for you if you're a yoga teacher and you want to expand your reach beyond just your local community or who is available in person. And it's also for you if you love learning from experienced teachers rather than taking advice from your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, but learning from people who have gone before you. And this class is not for you, so you do not have to finish this. If you're not interested in teaching or practicing yoga, if yoga is not in your vocabulary, you maybe shouldn't be here. However, I know that these tips and tricks will help any business, but I'm really helping and serving yoga teachers at this point. It's not for you if you would rather stay disconnected from the internet, if you refuse to explore away from teaching your in-person classes or private lessons, if you don't want to try going online and you don't want to increase your income, if someone might be home supporting you and you don't need an income, that's okay. If this does not interest you. It's also not for you if you don't see the value in seeking mentorship and help and you really are just looking for a free and easy solution. Good luck with that. Okay, today you're going to learn the basics in getting started in teaching yoga and making money online. I'm going to share with you 3 mistakes that a lot of yoga teachers make, and it's leaving your bank account empty. I'll share with you my yoga business money map. And then I also want to share with you details about my upcoming course that helps yoga teachers navigate the online and business world to set you up for long-term success. So at this point, remove all distractions, close any extra tabs, and pay attention. Grab a pen and a paper and let's take some notes. And of course, please stay till the end. I've got an announcement that you won't want to miss. I am so glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for finding this training. And I so hope that this is helpful to you at this time in your life. All right. Does this sound like you? You're exhausted, but making barely enough money to get by. You're working so hard, but the money just isn't coming in. To you, teaching online sounds overwhelming. Your yoga training didn't discuss business or online teaching, so you really don't know where to start. You maybe want to teach online, you're curious about it, but you don't know how to start. And maybe you don't like watching yourself on camera. You don't want to be on camera. It's also does it sound like you if you fear that you're going to mess up when teaching or sharing, or the technology, your camera, your microphone will crash mid-class, or your phone will die and someone paid you money for something and weren't able to receive it. It's for you if you find it challenging. Wait, it's not for you. Does it sound like you? So do you feel challenged in adjusting your teaching from in-person to online? You are not tech savvy. You are far from it. You see everyone else going online and the market seems really saturated, so why would you start? And you also fear that your yoga students won't value online, so maybe you don't think that anyone will actually pay you for classes because they're not getting that in-person experience. These are all valid fears, by the way. It's okay to feel this and to think this. So now just close your eyes and imagine. Imagine that you're able to teach online classes, online yoga with complete confidence. Your technology is there, your words are there, and you have an easy method to set up and teach your virtual classes and lessons. Imagine that you have the ability, it's no problem when tech things arise or when you have to troubleshoot. Imagine that you're able to make those fixes on the spot. Imagine that you are making enough money to support yourself and beyond, even enough money where your spouse could quit their job and stay at home. Imagine your students raving about how amazing class was, even if they're far away, thanking you and being so appreciative for what you offer. And imagine filling your online classes and programs and selling out with eager and excited repeat students. I mean, we have the same visualization in in-person classes. Now we just turn that to the online world. All of those possibilities could be realities, but you might need a little help to get there. That's our spoiler. So all of those possibilities could be real. We could make that happen, but you might need a little help. Take a deep breath. All right. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story and where I got started. That's me in the picture. I'm doing, some sort of backbend. It's what used to be one of my favorite poses. Anyway, I started teaching yoga in 2012. At that time, I was just kind of getting started with yoga, and I was in college. So I just graduated. I graduated with a degree in graphic communications, digital design and production, meaning I was a glorified graphic designer and knew a lot more of the tech stuff. So it does come easier to me because I've spent a lot of time learning about it, learning how to do design, learning how to navigate the web, the world of the web, and to make websites and all that HTML stuff. So back then, I worked at a desk. I was really shy. I was kind of scared of getting out in front of people. I talked primarily through emails. Physically, I was quite weak. I hadn't yet really dove deep enough into my yoga practice, and I worked an office job full-time. I won't really go into that huge transition too much, but after my yoga teacher training, I quit my full-time job, a job actually that I loved, but decided I wanted something different. So I quit my job and became a full-time yoga teacher. And at the time I thought, I'll do a lot of stuff online and I will make all this money, but I really didn't know how. I didn't yet have the mentorship to do this. And so instead, luck had it that I joined a yoga studio that was just opening, and I started teaching 10 to 12 classes a week. Not everyone gets that lucky, but maybe it's not lucky, because 10 to 12 or up to 20 classes a week is a lot of yoga teaching in person, a lot of group classes. And I wasn't quite ready to teach private lessons, or I didn't think I was. And so I was doing a lot of group classes to make ends meet. And so I was teaching and working probably 10 times as hard, but only making half as much money as I did working my office job. I didn't have a great schedule at my home life, so I was just running around gym to gym to gym, to studio to gym to studio in 5 different places just to make enough to pay my bills. So I hadn't yet quite figured it out. And then I sought mentorship and help on these things. I dove deeper into the online business world, and I came out a lot more confident, strong, a very strong and capable yoga teacher, both in person and online. And by doing this, by gaining this knowledge of what I had to do to sustain my life and to not have to teach so many classes, really helped propel me to a whole new level. So I'm very happy with where I am right now. I'm by no means a bajillionaire, and I don't think that's where you want to be either. A lot of us don't want to be making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, but enough to support us and our families. And we can do this together. Okay, before I figured out this system of how I needed to teach online and reach more people, I had to stop believing these myths. And don't mind that spelling error. And then I have to release them. Release these myths from your mind. We're going to go through them. In yogic terms, this is aparigraha, or non-attachment, or non-possessiveness. Let go. So if you're watching this, you may have to let go of these misconceptions as well. And there are more than this, but I'll just go through 3 of them. Number 1, the technology is too overwhelming. Any time you get started with something, it's going to feel overwhelming. What is it that you tell your brand new yoga students when they come to yoga for the very first time? Turn this around. Technology is the same. When you come into this world of online, it's going to feel a little bit scary, a little bit fearful. And there are 2 kinds of fear in the world. 1, the fear that you're going to die. That's a legitimate fear. And number 2, the fear of the unknown. And technology, you are probably not going to die, so it's fear of the unknown. You haven't done it before. And I like that saying, how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. So 1 minute at a time. To spend 5 minutes a day learning something new. And right now it might be technology and virtual yoga. And nowadays too, you don't need to know how to do HTML code. You don't need to know any fancy pants things. You can teach yoga online with just a few simple apps, like an iPhone or a laptop and an app or 2, and you're good to go. You don't need a lot of things. You don't need to invest a lot of money into it. You can do this for free, I promise you. And you might just need to sit down and just play around with it for a little while, and I'm here to help you with those software recommendations, where you should go, what you should click on, and to help you through the whole process. So I can show you how to do that later. Number 2, especially nowadays, there are too many yoga teachers online and the market is so saturated. All right, here's the hard truth. Your social media algorithms, where you hang out online, is going to show you your friends and people that you interact with, which oftentimes are yoga teachers too. So you are seeing and being inundated with tons of yoga teachers doing online business. But those are not your ideal clients. Those are not your students. And it's likely that your students are not seeing the same thing that you are. They're seeing their own industries. They're seeing their own friends and families. So if you're to talk to your ideal clients, they're not going to be seeing how many people are going online with their yoga teaching. And yes, there are tons and tons of online pre-recorded stuff, but there's something special about having that one teacher. You can say the same thing about in-person classes, and that's still not stopping anyone from opening up another yoga studio or becoming yoga teachers. Just because someone else is doing it doesn't mean that you shouldn't. And there are dentist offices everywhere. And if you haven't taught it yet, then it hasn't been done. If you have not taught it, it has not been done. The world and your ideal student needs your unique teaching style and your experience. That's your little pep talk. So let me help you do that. Let me help you get online to share that. Number 3, I don't have a big email list, and I don't think anyone's going to join me. I don't have an email list. I don't have an audience. I have never even started. That's okay. You need to start somewhere. We all start somewhere. And although it might take a little while to build, I have shortcuts for you. I have shortcuts and tips that can help. And you might have a fear of oversharing though, and that's also many of us, because we want to share love and light, but we don't want to annoy people. Don't worry. It takes an average of 7 times for someone to see something like an ad before they buy it. And nowadays I think it's more. And if someone is seeing your ad or your content or your posting and they are not interested and they, block you or unfriend you, they are not your ideal person. You don't want to be hanging out with them anyway. You want to surround yourself with people who are going to support and uplift you in what you're doing. And I hope that those who love you will do the same here. Those who do not want what you have are not your people. So I'm going to help you find out where your audience hangs out, where your clients hang out, and how to attract them onto your email list and into your online classes. And I want to give you a big hint here is your audience is not in yoga teacher groups. It is not in other yoga teacher spaces. So posting in my group, Yoga Sequencing and Teaching Tips, that's my group on Facebook. If you're going to post a link to your virtual yoga class in that group, it is not going to be received well because everyone else is doing the same thing you are, and that's teaching, not taking. So your audience is going to be different. You have to get more specific with who you are serving. That's finding a niche or a niche. And I'm also going to help you do that. But it's not by posting in yoga teacher groups. That's not where you're going to find your students. All right, so now we're getting right into it. The 4 ways you can teach yoga online and make money doing it. And actually 5 ways. And I'm going to go through these 4 real quick right here on this page, and then we'll go through them in depth. So the first way is to host live virtual yoga classes. Number 2 is by online courses and digital products. Number 3 is having a membership group. And number 4 is affiliate marketing and MLMs. Let's talk about each of those. Number 1, virtual yoga classes. This is probably what you've been seeing a lot around, at least I have, and I just started doing live virtual yoga classes. There's a difference between live and pre-recorded. Let's talk about the live here. So live would be on like a Zoom conference calling where you can see them, they can see you, or maybe it's FaceTime or Skype, something that you're familiar with or are willing to learn. You can do group class or one-on-one, and you would teach the class. You would schedule it in your calendar, let people know about it when it is. You provide a link for someone to pay or sign up, and that can be as simple as doing it through PayPal and then giving them the private link, web link, or phone number to the student to sign up or to join the class when it starts. And you go ahead and host the class and teach it using just your laptop or your phone. You can possibly, and if you wanted to, you could record it and then send it out to the students, which actually is creating a lot more value than just an in-person class. So schedule it, provide a link to pay or sign up, give a link or phone number to the student, host and teach it, and then record it and send it to the students. And yes, have people pay. Please, please have people pay for your class. Providing this, just like, I can't stop you from doing free yoga, but doing free yoga is not going to support you as a yoga teacher or as a person living in this world. And if you are a yoga teacher in any capacity, you are also now a business owner. And we need to change your mindset and get you knowing that you're now a business. You're a yogipreneur, and we need to start acting like it. Okay, second one, online courses and digital products. This also includes pre-recorded yoga classes. That would be a digital product, a video that you could send to someone, or maybe it's an audio of a meditation. It also includes printable PDFs or guides or checklists or courses that actually have lessons included, step 1, step 2, step 3. Keep this simple to start with. Easy to obtain results, actionable plan with tools that deliver. For example, my digital product is my ebook on yoga class creation. I also have an online course, several of them actually, one that I'll talk about later, but one is called The Confident Yogi. It's part of my Ashes Yoga Academy. I have a beginner course. I've got a course on yoga sequencing, which will be included in what I have to offer later on here as well. I also have other little printable guides and such and videos that are also for sale. And I can show you the tools and the software that you can do to do that easily and without even having a website. Okay, and you can have micro mini things. You can have micro little ones, tiny things like they'll take you an hour or less. You could have mini courses that could take a couple hours, and then mega, which is like weeks and weeks. Think of a mega course as being like teacher training, yoga teacher training. Not online, but even in person. That's a mega course. A mini one might be like a 4-part beginner yoga series. And a micro course might be like a class or a training. All right, so third way of teaching online is to have a membership group. A membership group might be connected to the content of the virtual classes, or it could be something else. This is recurring revenue, and you're providing new content and accountability or coaching to members. So recurring revenue for you, this is where you're going to best find yourself more sustainable and regular income is by having a membership where people pay monthly. This is what yoga studios depend on to grow their business, and is a big part of their business model is their memberships for unlimited classes. They're providing the classes and students are paying. You could do the same online. You could provide either virtual classes, or maybe it's your sequences once a month or once a week, providing different things. It could be through email, or there's other tools you could use, but you could easily do this through email, and you can set up recurring payments even through PayPal. You just have to track those and figure out a good system for organization. So you would provide content accountability, coaching. This would be like monthly Q&As or maybe live coaching sessions with your members. This is a really fun way to build some online training or build online business. So membership group. I'm just starting my membership group, Ashes Yoga Virtual Studio, which includes virtual streaming classes, but also a lot of content in the back end that has different PDF guides and trainings in there as well. So that's my membership group. Okay, affiliate marketing is the fourth one. It's a little bit different, but it's your word. So your referral word. So if you actually would earn money by referring people to make a purchase, and you're referring people through a special link that you get, a special web link that tracks that link of who is there and who's purchasing, and you would earn commission from that referral. So the most popular one is Amazon affiliates, and it's like 4% commission to start. I think it goes up to 8%, 6 or 8, which is kind of low. But when you refer someone, let's say to buy a yoga mat on Amazon, anything in their cart, not just that yoga mat, you are earning commission on it. So if someone's buying groceries or toilet paper or a laptop computer, you're also going to earn 4% on all of that. Along with affiliate marketing, MLMs are very similar there, except you can build a business. MLM stands for multi-level marketing or direct sales, or there's other ways to talk about it. And I don't think these things are bad at all. You'll hear a lot of people saying, MLMs are pyramid schemes or are not friendly. I don't know. People say negative things about everything, but you might have heard that, MLMs are not something you want to do. But my thought is MLMs are not something that you want to put all of your eggs into one basket into your MLM. I think they work great in combination with your business, with your yoga teaching. So if you use essential oils in your yoga classes and you also want to provide essential oils as a service or training or education, or do a little bit more with them in your business, maybe you sign up for doTERRA. Or maybe if you're doing online accountability groups, you would want to sign up as a Beachbody coach, or if you use their products or any other kinds. I use those two examples because I am in both of them, and I enjoy both of them. It's great. With affiliates too, I got to go back to affiliates for a moment. There's an affiliate program probably for like every single company. You just have to find the correct link to join them. So Manduka has an affiliate program, which is more than 4%. You can also be an affiliate for other yoga teachers' courses. I have a yoga marketing coach who has a course called Marketing Yoga with Confidence. And her course, she also has referrals. So those who have taken it or in the group can share the link, and we would get much more than 4% commission off of the sale of that. So that's really nice too, is if you find someone that's offering online courses, you could help them out and they could help you out by becoming an affiliate for their course. So it's a fun way to share yoga, not yourself, but in other indirect ways. Okay, before we get to the business money map, which I'll get to, I do want to talk about number 5. Number 5 would be, for earning money online, is to sell tangible goods. So this isn't quite like completely online because you have to go to the post office and sell things. The example I have is I make yoga mat keychains at home just for fun, and I sell them both on Etsy and on my own website. So yoga mat keychains are like $5 each. They're really low cost for me to make, but you can sell something either you make or maybe you've created your own product. And there's some other legalities with that, but doing a tangible good or something that goes along with someone's yoga practice, it could be a subscription box. Maybe it's of yoga goodies or something similar to that. So a subscription box would fall into the realm of both a tangible good and a membership if you're doing monthly. So there's a lot of ways you can combine these here as well. So let's move on to the yoga business money map. This is your roadmap for creating a yoga business, and we have to start at the beginning. Starting at the beginning is learning about your ideal audience or your clients and who you want to serve. So what problem are they facing right now? Right now might be different than in the future or in the past, but what is the problem that you can talk to or tell yourself? What is the problem that they're dealing with that you as the solution could solve or could help with? So the solution that goes in that box would be you or your class or your online yoga offering. And their problem might be they're stuck at home, their lower backs hurt from gardening, but get specific. So if you teach yoga for low back health, you might want to have people's problems be that they're outside too much, doing too many gardening and weeding, and they're looking for ways to unwind and to stretch out after a long day outside. Or maybe you work with athletes who have injuries, or thinking about the people that you work with regularly, your students, and what your solution is. And you can also write somewhere just to remind yourself of how awesome you are and that you have these skills, is all of your education around that, and what you have done to build yourself up to be that person that could help them. And that's just going to remind you that, yeah, you should charge for what you're doing because you have the education, the skill, and the knowledge to help solve that problem. And from there, let's jump down to the intro product or service or the email list. So the intro product is like a small little introductory offer that someone with your problem should probably have or needs to have to help them with said problem. And it's something that's very simple. It could be a $7 cheat sheet on poses for your back. It could be a 30-minute yoga video on a meditation to unwind for busy moms, or whatever that problem was to fix it. So get specific with the problem and then create your products accordingly. So the intro product is something that is going to be up for sale, $7 to $20 to maybe up to $100. Usually they're $50 and less in intro product. And it's for those who have that problem that you have. So you're going to create something around that. So if you just create the intro product and that's it, that's a great place to start. and then we can move on from there. But let's take a step back again and talk about social media. So social media is not the goal here. Social media, you do not own. I need to get that clear and out there. Your Facebook likes, you do not own. Instagram can be shut down. YouTube, your subscribers could go away. And anything on social media can get taken from you very easily or shut down. But what you do own is your email list, which is why I have it up here. And I do believe that everyone should be creating an email list. Your email list could simply be you collecting emails in a spreadsheet or even in a notebook of people who are interested in your classes and offerings. An email list could also be join my email opt-in or my email list, and I'll give you a free guide for yoga for back health, or I'll give you it's a give and take. So someone joins your email list, they are giving you their email address, and you are giving them in return something valuable that's going to help. Not as valuable as your intro product or your service there, but still like a little checklist or cheat sheet. Your intro product, moving down from there, shouldn't take more than an hour for them to go through, but it shouldn't be something super simple either. And I'm going to give you a couple examples, like I said, of this. From your intro product later on, you'll have a few people stop there, but a few might want to go on and do more with you. And this is where a course or a training would come in. It might be an 8-week course. It could be a yoga teacher training. It could be something smaller or bigger than that, just something bigger beyond that intro product. And then the last one has got $3 signs on it, is a membership. It's not saying that the membership costs more for the people. It's saying that you are going to make more money with a membership group. It could be a virtual yoga studio. It could be you providing a podcast or style or an audio once a week, or it could be so many ways we could do this. It's just each person's going to be unique and individual to what you'd want to create there. But they all have to connect to each other. So what you're serving to people, you're not going to do an intro product teaching people to do yoga with horses, and then the next course or training that you offer is aqua yoga. Like that's not what it's going to be. It has to all connect and be succinct, solving that one problem, and stick to one, not multiple, one problem, as specific as you can. So let me give you some examples. These are my own. Yoga studio example. So this is my yoga studio. The people of Paulsbo are stressed out and they are looking for ways to stay healthy. That's kind of a problem, but I know I could get a little more specific than that, but I'm just going to say people are stressed out and looking to unwind. My solution is my yoga studio. So everything on the left you see there, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, those are all marketing channels, and they all need to direct to that intro product. Not to memberships, not to yoga teacher trainings, but to the intro product, which I want people to try first. My intro product is 2 weeks for $29. Very low cost, not a big deal if someone only went once. They're not going to be out a ton of money, but they could try it out. It's that trial, it's the intro. And then after that, I might sell them a 4-week beginner course, or this could even be yoga teacher training, which is about $3,000. So that could be in that second one. So after they do the intro, maybe they go and do a different course with me, but they could also go straight to the membership. I have 3 different options: 4, 8, and unlimited monthly memberships. Ideally, I would love everyone on a monthly unlimited membership for $99 a month. And they either comes from the 2-week for $29 or from other courses. But all of my marketing, all of my social media, all of my posters and business cards need to have that intro product listed on there. When they come in for an intro product, they will also join my email list at the same time. But they can also join my email list from my website. So that social media might also direct to my website, my email list, or to join our list to stay in touch. So there's a little bit of leeway there. Studio is a little bit different in some ways than a yoga teacher, but this is sort of my very basic map of my business plan. So I've got in person, you get 2 weeks for $29. I've then got some other courses that you could jump into, or the monthly membership, which is sort of the end, not the end, but where I'd want people to go, to the memberships and staying on them hopefully for a long time. Okay, here's my online yoga business plan. So my problem is yoga teachers struggle with confidence to get get out there and actually teach yoga. Or maybe they struggle with their yoga sequencing and class planning. Solution is my teaching, my coaching, and what I have to offer. So most of my people, or some of them actually, come from YouTube. And on YouTube, I have a free video. And in the description, I say, join my email list to get the guide that I'm talking about in this video. So you go to YouTube, check out my 10-step guide to yoga class sequencing, and I say, join my email list and you'll download the guide here. From the guide, I will then ask people to purchase my yoga sequencing ebook. It's $27. Awesome. So you get that and you can learn a little bit more in depth on that same thing that I gave you, just a little bit more. It's about 108 pages and there's a lot more with post breakdowns and all sorts of great stuff. From the sequencing ebook, I ask eventually through marketing and through emails, I ask, hey, you should join my Confident Yogi course. It's a course for yoga teachers to teach to beginners and beyond and to be a little bit more confident with coaching back and forth. That you'll learn how to become a confident yoga teacher. And then from there, if they want to, you can join my virtual yoga studio, which I also share my yoga teacher trainings and other things like that. Now, this is not perfect. I have mostly been focusing on my ebook and the Confident Yogi course. My virtual studio has turned into a studio for my actual yoga studio. But my original plan was to have my virtual studio be for new teachers to help them monthly with new content and Q&As. I hope this makes sense. So this is my yoga business plan. You can create your own, and I encourage you to do so. So if you leave just with one takeaway, it's this. To earn money like a business, to earn money, you need to treat your yoga teaching like a business because it is. You are now a yogipreneur, and we are going to get you into the world of online yoga teaching. So you've got two options. You can try to figure this all out on your own, or you could stop and just be like, nope, not interested. Or you could seek systems, mentorship, coaching, and accountability. And if you did this on your own, it's going to take you a lot more time. You're going to depend on your students for self-reflection or feedback, and your classes will be a lot more slower to grow. So will your social media and your email list. If you join me, you'll get mentorship, accountability, personalized feedback, coaching, might be one-on-one or group coaching, and systems and framework, proven systems and framework that work. So if you're ready to start earning money like a yoga professional, I've got just the thing, Virtual Vinyasa Academy. This is what I've been working on for years. So no, this is not just a brand new thing. I've been working on it for years. It's a course to help yoga teachers like you make money online. And we can start right away. This course is for yoga teachers and future yoga teachers who want to teach online and do so with confidence. You'll gain confidence teaching online, but also this will help you with confidence on and off your mat. I developed this program after attending high-level yoga trainings in major cities. I was a full-time and still am yoga teacher for 8 years. I instructed over 4,000 yoga classes. I've led multiple yoga teacher trainings. I own and manage a yoga studio even now, and I've invested thousands of dollars and time into business development. And you can successfully teach online yoga too, but you might need a little help to get there. So how much faster could you get there with just a little mentorship, a few proven systems, and some accountability? That accountability, that's a lot of times the key there. Virtual Vinyasa Academy is an online course and mentorship program to help yoga teachers get started and make money in the online and business world. When you join, you get instant access to my complete library of training resources. Plus, there's more. You'll get instant access to unlock all of my current online yoga courses, including my yoga teacher training curriculum, my yoga teacher training curriculum, and recaps of the yoga teacher training and my yoga teacher training manual. So enrollment's now open. You can actually go and purchase this. Let me help you get out of your head, onto your mat, and onto the online world of yoga teaching. So what you're going to learn inside this course, you'll learn mindful money-making skills, finding your niche, how to work as employee versus independent, different sorts of business stuff regarding yoga teaching, behind the scenes of yoga studio ownership, how to build your email list. You'll learn how to set up different income streams, which is sort of what I talked about here. Virtual yoga lessons, online courses, affiliate marketing, how to sell tangible goods, and create your own business plan. We can do that together. You'll also learn technology for yoga teachers. So the recommended software, apps, how to schedule, how to make money, how to take money, how to pay, how to set up bank accounts, different equipment that you need, troubleshooting, backup plans, print and digital marketing. Knowing when to hire help, that's a big one. You'll learn about different podcasts and additional tools for learning, and I will be here to coach you and keep you accountable. So there's a bunch of bonuses, so let me go through those. First of all, you get access to my virtual yoga studio. So this is where a lot of my classes are held. A lot of my students are in here from the studio taking virtual classes, recorded classes, lessons, and the yoga teacher training curriculum is in that. Also, you'll get private group support, daily support, accountability, and coaching calls. That will be housed on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, that's okay. You don't need to be in the group. But most of my communications are through email, but we will have a private group there. You'll get my course, Sequencing a Vinyasa Yoga Class course. So this is a course I made a while back. I just never really launched, and it was going to be one of my next launches, but instead I'm just going to give it to you here. So you can go a little bit more in depth on that ebook that I wrote on yoga class sequencing and teaching tips and techniques. My yoga teacher training curriculum also goes quite in depth. So there's so much I'm giving you. I know it can be overwhelming. Start with the one thing that's the most challenging for you, and I can help you find out what that is and guide you on where to begin. You also get the Confident Yogi course, which is a beginner yoga course, also how to build confidence as a yoga teacher. You'll get PDF guides and resources that you can print off and use and even give to your own students. So Virtual Vinyasa Academy to teach yoga online has a value of over $1,600, maybe even more than that. And you can start right now for $97. The first payment is $97. So if you sign up today, pay $97, you'll have access right away. If you don't like it, if you get in and you're like, no, not for me, I will give you your money back. Not a big deal. So I want to tell you that there is a 14-day zero risk refund. So get in there, check it out for 14 days. And if you don't like it, you can get your money back. If teaching online is not up to you, get your money back. Instant access, unlimited course updates, so you will have access all the time. Instant group support, live training calls, which you'll have to schedule soon, and endless awesome. So these are actually the two payment plans, payment options. Number one, $97 for 3 months. So it's like kind of like a membership for 3 months, or $247 one time. And you're going to actually unlock all of my courses, which include a couple more, and you save a little bit by going one-time payment. So if you have that, you can easily just pay the one-time payment and be in. This is the first launch of this course, so if you don't get in now, the price will go up. This is the beginning price, but you will always have access. So those of you who don't get in this time around, before I close the doors, will not have access till the next time, and it's likely to double in price. So if you want to join, you just have to enter your info for access. You can start right away. ashesyogaacademy.com. Just kidding. And that's not the website, but ashesyogaacademy.com is not the website. So it's actually virtualvinyasaacademy.com. If you go to Ashes Yoga Academy, it won't bring up anything. So that should have been changed, but that's all right. Then you are in the group. So then I can add you to the group once I see you in there. And you'll get access to all the contents, all the courses, the coaching, and the community that you want. So if you don't join now, you'll continue wasting time and money. You might not be able to get in again, at least not at this price, and you'll pay more later. If you do join, you get instant access to all the content. You'll become a confident yoga teacher, lock in the lowest rate ever, and you'll have personal access to me, your yoga teacher coach. Are you still with me? If you are, then this course is probably what you're looking for. If you're not teaching yet, that's okay. If you're not strong enough yet, that's okay. If you don't have a yoga job yet, that's okay. I can help you with all of those things. If you haven't done 200-hour yoga training yet, or if you're in the middle of it or in pause mode right now, if you're in limbo from teacher training, that's okay. So even if you graduated from yoga teacher training a long time ago, this could maybe help refresh you. And then here are some questions you might be asking. Can I do this if I don't live near you? Yeah, of course, this is online. And what if I can't make it on the live calls? Well, that's okay. We'll often have recordings. Unless someone shared something private or personal, we'll have live recordings or recordings that you can hop into afterwards. And does this count for continuing education credits? I am not going to answer that right now, but I am an ERYT teacher with Yoga Alliance, so I'm sure there are some sort of education credits that I can add to you, at least for the non-contact hours. How long does the program last? This program is going to last at least 6 weeks through this entire thing that's going on. This program is going to last at least 6 weeks so that I can create content and help you through this time where we can't teach in person. So you also have access for as long as you want. So if you want to hop in again when I launch this program again in a few months or in a year, then you're welcome to join in again. So you'll have access all the time. Limited time access, meaning I am going to close the doors to access on this very soon. So Virtual Vinyasa Academy, there's the correct website, is where you would go to join this course. And that means that you need to act quickly. I don't want to allow too many people into this course because I know how valuable it can be, and I don't want to make anyone's experience less than because there's too many people. Because I want to be able to talk with you one-on-one and see what you're up to and learn more about your business and how to get you specifically up and running online. So I want to be able to work with you individually as well as in a group, and I can't do that with hundreds of people. So time and space, the amount of people and the time to get in will be limited. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you on the inside. Head over to Virtual Vinyasa Academy if this is something that you know that you're needing, especially at this time as the world is on pause and we are all jumping online a little bit more. And if it's not something you want to use right now, but you want to set yourself up for success in the future, this is the time to do it. virtualvinyasa.academy.com. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out at any time, and I hope to see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.